Welcome back to WIS News Primetime. Tonight we're sitting back down with Lower Richland's JROTC drill team after they just won the regional armed competition for the second year in a row.
We've been following their success all year long from the local, state, and now national level as the team's most recent win qualifies them for a national championship.
Joining us now is the drill team coach, Sergeant First Class Tracy Vaux, along with Cadet Captain Adam Workman. Thank y'all both so much for being here with us. Obviously, a lot of accomplishments and accolades. Tell me a little bit about kind of how y'all have managed to get to this point.
Well, I think it all starts at the beginning of the school year. These guys, like I said, the leadership, they start recruiting like the first week of school once it starts back. So the leaders go out there, they find all the young cadets. They can't even walk straight. By the time they get done with them, now they're competing for a national championship.
Wow. Yeah, Adam, what's that mean to be able to work with some of the younger kids and bring them along? It looks like you guys are having a good degree of success.
Well, it really it's a good experience to teach the younger ones how I was taught, to bring them up, how I was brought up. You know, it's really like, it's a fun experience.
How has it been kind of seeing the hard work pay off time after time? Obviously not done yet, still got to go to nationals, but y'all really have just kind of checked one box after another. How was it seeing your hard work come to fruition?
Like I said, it's been really surprising. We lost a lot of cadets from last year, and like I said, with Captain Workman here and along with the other leaders, to get those guys trained up, and then once they get to competing, build a lot of confidence in themselves, and it's been meet after meet, and it's been just a great journey.
Yeah.
Great journey.
What would you say are some of the biggest skills and some of the most important things to instill into these young people to make them elite members of this drill team?
Basically discipline. The discipline as far as being able to follow orders and give orders and just do the right thing all the time. They're model kids inside the school. They always do the right thing all the time, so they're really easy to train.
So how is it for you kind of taking what your coach is giving you, and you're a leader, people look up to you now, so how is that kind of taking on that leadership role?
It's great, honestly. Like, I feel like I've grown being in drill team, and I can really like benefit and become a leader, and, like you said, and teach others to be in my spot in the future when I eventually leave drill team and graduate.
Yeah, yeah. Take us into the competitions themselves. I mean, they have to be a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm sure there's some nerves involved, but, you know, give us an idea of what it's like to be able to compete.
Well, when I first competed as my sophomore year of drill team, it was really nerve-wracking. I actually didn't compete in any of the events. I was actually just there to watch. But the next few competitions, I actually competed. We placed, you know, second, first, and then it was just uphill from there, and I got my confidence. And then what seemed like a really hard and draining task just seemed like something that was every day for me. It was something that I grew to just, you know, deal with.
How many people roughly are on the drill team?
I think right now we're at 24, I believe, 24 students, cadets.
Okay, so what is the work that goes into each competition? You know, you finish one off and then you prep for the next. So what does that look like being with y'all?
Well, we have like, in our practices, right, we have precision marching where we'll break down a practice. They'll do precision marching. Once they get done with the precision marching, they'll break down into the different competitions that events that we're going to do. So we have a color guard, which is really good. So the color guard will go over, they'll practice. And then the armed group, which we qualified with the upper state with the armed, and we qualified with the lower state with the unarmed. So we 2 state qualifications on 2 different events, so which was pretty incredible. So we just break it down, then we go our exhibition where they're spinning the rifles and tossing the rifles around, and it's like kind of like a step team for the unarmed team. So they go over and practice their thing, and we can get ready to compete.
Wow, and how much work goes into that on a weekly basis? Is it like a daily practice after school, that type of thing?
It's a daily practice. School's out at 3:15. 3:15, we're doing a roll call. After the roll call, they line up to get rifles. They go out to the practice area, and they go at it.
Wow.
They go at it.
So now tell us a little bit about this upcoming national competition. When is it? What does it look like?
That's the 1st through the 3rd of May.
Okay.
So we'll go down on that Thursday, register. We'll get to see all the other teams, which is all over the nation. There's 8 brigades, and we're the 4th brigade, so that's all across the nation. So we'll get to see some of those schools from Texas and all those academies, and they're pretty exciting to watch. So it's a fun time just watching the competitions because they're really good. So,
absolutely.
And we can qualify down there, that would be super, be amazing.
Well, wow, we're looking at just some of the stats there on the screen. You've won 4 competitions in a row.
4 in a row.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, well, let's make it 5. That's fantastic.
It's going to be a tough task, but we'll see.
All right.
We'll see. Yes, sir.
What
Best
would
of
you
luck.
say to win one after another? It's obviously a huge feat. Kind of what would you say is that silver lining that you're kind of driving into your team to do so?
I think each competition, the competitions get greater. So the first competition we started out was like the Midlands, just here in the Midlands, and a lot of good competition there. Then the district, it's good competition. But once you get up to like the state, then the best of the best, which is like 8 states, that's when the competition is really steep. So each state send their best teams from their state, and we were fortunate enough to be the best out of all those 8 states. So.
Wow.
Congratulations to y'all, and thank y'all so much for being here with us tonight.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for
Best of
having us.
luck at Nationals.
We appreciate it.
We'll be in
Thanks a lot.
touch, no
Yes,
doubt.
sir.